Primaries. What are primaries? It's important to understand that we're still in a two-party system here at the United States. And even though we have two parties, the Republican Party and the Democrat Party, so independents don't have a primary. If they qualify, they appear on the ballot. If you're not an independent, you have to be nominated by a party. Those parties are the Republican Party and the Democrat Party. Virginia is conducting a primary right now for those two parties to decide who will run against each other in the upcoming midterm election, which will be on November the 3rd. The primary election is August the 4th. However, early voting is already going on for the primary. So let's talk a little bit about Virginia's politics in general. We're talking on this podcast about the United States House of Representatives, and the state of Virginia has 11 districts for the House of Representatives. So let me start with Virginia House District 01. And that is an area of Virginia that goes all the way down near West Point, all the way into Chesterfield. And you can see on the screen what that district looks like. That district has been held by a Republican since 2007, a Republican named Rob Whitman.
I want to make sure we're building our economy, lowering costs, strengthening our nation's military, providing more opportunities for students and for our workers.
This is one of the seats that Virginia could possibly turn around even without redrawing the boundaries, if we can get overwhelming turnout to go up against him. So there are 7 candidates. Let's see.
It's the most crowded primary of them all for Democrats in Virginia's 1st congressional district. On that list, Henrico County's top prosecutor.
And when my job has been to hold people accountable, and I see that action and I see Rob Whitman harming people in the 1st, it's time to hold him accountable.
And it's not just here in Richmond, it's out in the rural areas. It's out in the farming communities. They're paying too much for diesel. They're paying too much for fertilizer. We've got fishermen who are struggling to make ends meet. And those are the folks who decide who the member will be.
We did that through legislative changes. Now I see the current administration is undoing all the work that my friends and I have done across the country, and it's time to fight back.
People are working harder than they ever have before. It's that mega companies and billionaires are exploiting our labor force, and we've left behind the working class, we've left behind our rural areas, and we have to reprioritize that.
And seeing that our representative, Rob Whitman, wasn't doing anything to stand up for the people, and not just that, but that he wasn't showing up for the people, I started to think that anyone could do a better job. Anyone, even me.
I just feel that what's best for, our young people, working families, small businesses, is just stability and certainty in our economy and our politics. And what we're getting out of Washington these days is the exact opposite. It's absolute chaos.
I remember the promise of politics back then versus the reality of what it is right now. And that's one that's broken. That's one that leaves people behind. That's one that excludes people if you can't write the biggest check.
So these are the people that the people in Central Virginia are going to come out and vote for. And you're going to have to pick the strongest candidate to go up against Rob Whitman, who is an incumbent that's been there almost 20 years. And we need you to get out and vote and choose the strongest candidate who we believe can defeat Rob Whitman. It's very important that we pick up this seat, U.S. House District 01, which will help us fix the fact that they were not allowing us to redraw the boundaries. So that's the story on primaries. I hope this was informative. I hope that you got a chance to understand where we are and share this with someone else who needs to know exactly what a primary is all about and how the primaries are going to affect us here in Virginia at this time. God bless you. Remember, the struggle continues.